Hey, this is Corey Mack with Mac Show MMA. I'm back again with another video. I know I'm a little late, y'all, so we're going to jump right into it. UFC 328 predictions. Okay, let's get started. The opener of the main card, you got King Green versus Jeremy Stephens. Jeremy Stephens just came back in the UFC out of no fucking where. Don't know where he came from. I know he was in bare knuckle. I believe he beat Eddie Alvarez, I think. Both of these guys is 39 years old, but King Green has been much more active in the UFC. Jeremy Stephens just came back for some random ass reason. Jeremy Stephens did miss weight by like 4 or 5 pounds. So this is a catch weight at 160 instead of 155. But I'm going to lean towards the activity and the just being more used to UFC competition as of late with King Green. Like I said, Jeremy Stephens been gone for a little while. But Jeremy Stephens, make no mistake about it, I would not be surprised if Jeremy Stephens chinned the fuck out of King Green. King Green has been knocked out before. But I'm going to lean towards King Green by decision here. And I think he's a little bit more youthful. I think he got a little bit more spark left, unlike Jeremy Stephens. Next fight on the card, you got Shawn Brady versus Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley is the slight underdog. I think he's like a plus 150 underdog or something like that. Joaquin Buckley is dangerous on the feet. But we just seen Joaquin Buckley in his last fight get ragged out by Kamaru Usman. Shawn Brady is much more younger. His jiu-jitsu is a lot better. If Kamaru Usman had better jiu-jitsu, I 100% believe he could have submitted Joaquin Buckley. But for some reason, he was just dominant with the positions, did a little bit of ground and pound, and won a 5-round decision. If Kamaru Usman doing that to you, not even a prime Kamaru Usman is doing that to you, I got to think Shawn Brady could do that to you, if not worse. Look at the way Shawn Brady did Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards is a much better grappler than Joaquin Buckley. I would even argue Leon Edwards is a much better distance manager and for sure a better striker on the feet. And Shawn Brady did that to him. So I know that's kind of MMA math, but I'm just trying to put it all together. I know Shawn Brady lost his last fight against Michael Morales, but Michael Morales is big for the weight class. He's probably the hardest puncher, the best finisher in the division, him and Cortez. Him and Cortez is definitely by far the best strikers in the division and the best finishers in the division. So Joaquin Buckley, he's a good striker. He has knockout ability, but I don't think he's as skilled as those two guys. I don't think he's as dynamic as those two guys. So Shawn Brady, I'm leaning towards a decision here for Shawn Brady. Again, Shawn Brady could easily submit him as well because I do believe Joaquin Buckley will put himself in bad positions to try to get back up. And there is a chance for Shawn Brady to end this fight with a rear naked choke or guillotine, whatever. But I'm going to go with Shawn Brady by decision here. So moving on to the next fight on the card, you got Alexander Volkov versus Waldo Cortez Aosta. I'm big on Cortez Aosta. I think he's nice. He's a slight underdog here. I like plus 150. He is the younger fighter, 34 years old versus Volkov, 37 years old. I'm leaning towards Waldo Cortez Aosta here. I think he has better movement. I think he's more nimble on the feet. I think he has better footwork. I think he's faster. I think he's slicker. Volkov could mix in some takedowns. Waldo Cortez Aosta, his wrestling probably haven't got tested too much. But again, Waldo Cortez Aosta can't keep this fight on the feet. Again, I think he can jab Volkov up for the most part. And I think he can keep the distance. I think he can piece Volkov up on the feet, with his quickness and his movement. And I don't think Volkov, if he does take him down, I don't think he'd be able to keep him down because that's not really Volkov's expertise necessarily. I know he did it with Gane. I know Gane was injured in that fight, but he tried to do it with Gane, and he was pretty successful at it. But again, I don't think he's going to take down the younger Cortez Aosta and keep him down. So in my opinion, this will be a decision win for Cortez Aosta for the slight underdog at plus 150. Moving on to Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Tyra. This is a tough fight to call. When I first thought about this fight, I was thinking Joshua Van by knockout. But the more I did some digging and did some deep research, I'm going to probably lean towards the favorite in Tatsuro Tyra. He's a slight favorite at minus like 165. Joshua Van at like a plus 150. I'm going to go with Tatsuro Tyra by submission. I don't think Joshua Van grappling has ever been tested like it will in this fight. Tatsuro Tyra striking has gotten a lot better, and also he is the bigger fighter. I do believe Joshua Van can knock Tatsuro Tyra out. I don't believe this fight go to decision. I do not think that. I think this is either Joshua Van by knockout or Tatsuro Tyra by submission. But Tatsuro Tyra does have some great ground and pound. I could see a scenario where he finished, Joshua Van while he on top position, landing some vicious ground and pound. This is a tough fight to call. This is going to be a great fight. May even end up being fight of the night. But I'm going to lean towards Tatsuro Tyra by finish here. I think he's going to get the submission. I think he's going to lock some up and submit Van probably like in the second or third round. Moving on to the main event of UFC 328, you got Khamzat Chimaev versus Shawn Strickland. Look, it's bad blood between these two dudes. It's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of trash talking. Shit has definitely gotten personal between the two. Khamzat Chimaev is a heavy favorite at like minus 600. Shawn Strickland, like he's like a plus 400, some underdog. Listen, reports that already came out about these two in training, about how, Khamzat just submitting him all over the place, ragdolling him, whatever the case may be. I normally don't take a lot out of sparring rumors and stuff like that, but I'm sure Shawn Strickland was getting ragdolled. I'm sure he was getting tapped out. He was submitting, I'm sure. Not to say that he was going hard. I just think Khamzat Chimaev just got a style that's just difficult for any and everybody in that division. Look at the way Khamzat Chimaev did DDP. And let me just say something. I'm tired of hearing this. Comes out early, Shawn Strickland late. Shut the fuck up. We did that shit with DDP, and that shit went nowhere. He ragged out DDP for 4.5 rounds. Literally. Look what Khamzat Chimaev did to Robert Whittaker. Look what Khamzat Chimaev did to Usman the first round. Look what Khamzat Chimaev did to DDP for 4.5 rounds. And you think I'm supposed to believe that Shawn Strickland is going to do any better than those guys? Shawn Strickland wrestling is not better than Usman's. Shawn Strickland wrestling is definitely not better than DDP's. Shawn Strickland wrestling, in my opinion, is not even better than Robert Whittaker's. But I'm supposed to believe Shawn Strickland can keep it on the feet enough to where he's going to piece Khamzat up. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not following. And I think Shawn Strickland is hyping up the fight. I think he's hyping himself up. But I think deep down he knows he ain't got a fucking chance. I don't think he does. I don't think he do have a chance. I think Khamzat Chimaev going to come right out and just buzzsaw his ass. I do. DDP is a better fighter than Shawn Strickland. DDP whooped Shawn Strickland twice. He took him down when he wanted to at times in that fight, even though Shawn Strickland got back up. But DDP ain't no Khamzat, okay? Shawn Strickland is a solid fighter, but he ain't putting motherfuckers to sleep. He did beat Fluffy Hernandez. That was an impressive win to a lot of people in his last fight. But in my opinion, I picked him to beat Fluffy Hernandez. Hernandez was overrated as fuck. Don't even know why Shawn Strickland was the heavy underdog the way he was. I won money off that shit. I knew what was going to happen. Fluffy was overrated as shit. So kudos to Shawn Strickland for winning that fight when a lot of people thought he wasn't. But me personally, I wasn't that impressed from what I knew. Khamzat Chimaev is going to run through Shawn Strickland within 1 or 2 rounds. He's going to come out like a bat out of hell. He's going to put Shawn Strickland right on his ass, do a little bit of ground and pound, put him in bad positions, and he's going to submit Shawn Strickland. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's 100% is what's going to happen. He ain't nearly the dog that DDP is. DDP showed that in their first 2 fights. He ain't nearly the dog as Usman. And yeah, Khamzat didn't finish Usman, but just wrestled the fuck out of him in the first round. And if that was anybody but Usman, Khamzat more than likely submits them. Look at the way Khamzat did Robert Whittaker. Do I think Shawn Strickland a better fighter than Whittaker? Hell no. He did Whittaker in the worst way. I'm going Khamzat Chimaev by first round submission here again, possibly first 2 rounds, but I think the outcome is inevitable. Shawn Strickland he don't have enough wrestling. He don't have enough experience when it comes to that to outdo somebody like Khamzat and keep it on the feet long enough to where he can possibly get enough offense going. And that's the thing about Shawn Strickland offense. He has to build up to something. He has to build up. He's a pity patter. He's a teep kick and jabber. He's not a finisher on the feet. So he's not gonna pity pat his way to no victory here. He just don't got enough offensively. He don't have enough in his toolbox to do anything to Khamzat that make me believe that he can finish this fight or get enough rounds to where he can win a decision. So Khamzat by submission here within the first 2 rounds. This is Corey Mack, guys, with Mack Show MMA. If y'all like this video, like any more other videos, please subscribe, like the video, also comment. Let me know what you guys think as well. We definitely going to be doing a post-fight recap. More videos definitely going to be dropping soon. I definitely will talk to you guys soon. Peace.